Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Rome 2 Total War with the Caesar and Gaul campaign. So, as of last turn, we've kind of realized that the enemy isn't doing that much. Or at least not the... well, both of them actually. But what I intend to do is capture quite a lot. I'm gonna leave a little bit of the Averni left. Then the province of Lutetia, I'm gonna leave that for them. And if we go on the map, it might be easier to tell. So I'm gonna leave them this province right here. I'm gonna see if I can sign a peace treaty, and then I will try to gather all the legions, and we'll see if we cannot march into this mess and fight all these bastards over here. And while we're on the way, try to capture as much. I've got all legions on the front line except for Mark Anthony. No, it's not actually Mark Anthony. Or is it? No, it's not. It's Sextilius Sura, which for some reason have been unable to replenish. And since it's a bunch of outer assaults, I think we'll go rather... oh, now he has been able to. He's moved into a province where he actually have troops to recruit. It looked like Mark Anthony from far away. It is Mark Anthony! Why did it say Sextus Sura? Is that the veteran? He is probably called Sextus Sura. Let's see if I can see this. Yeah! Why did it say his name on the strategic map and not Mark Anthony? Mark Anthony is gonna force march, and yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a what's it called? A montage of me just steaming through all of this. I'm also at this point with this since realizing one of the few things they still have left is a navy, so I'm trying to recruit a navy. The thing was though that I built this to be a trading port, which was kind of unnecessary, but because at this point I make 30,000 gold without that, even without that. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into that montage, shall we? And so, with all that territory secured by taking all of Gregovia, taking all of Pictavis, and taking all of Armorica, whatever, that place out there, Brittany, I do think Averni is ready to come to terms. They do have one small force. They're stationed in a town here.
I'm sure
and the reason why I want to do this is I gather that I think that they kind of... I don't know really what happened. I just don't want to run over everything like that. So I want to give them a breather, see if they actually recover a little bit and give us a little bit of a fight. Because it seems rather odd, having struggled so much for such a long time, and then at this point it's like just running over everything. Okay, they rejected my offer.
Were quite inventive with dolts like you.
They don't want trade.
And skinning knives.
But what
I spit on you
if I give you a bit of gold? 15,000, that's gives it high. What about trade? They really don't want to trade with me for some reason. Non-aggression pact. I don't want to... okay, high. Right. The thing is also, I was kind of having moved so far as I had, some of the legions really need to replenish. Like this one actually lost 3 units. Caesar had lost a unit. So they really need to replenish and recuperate. So we couldn't just keep going. So there was a risk of overextension. Because I have looked around and my spies have discovered some Nervi armies. Now I've tried to avoid actually getting a border with Nervi, but we do have a small one here. But we've really tried to avoid that. And also the reason why I stopped at Lutetia is because the overall objective is to capture Lutetia as the last one. So I would complete the entire thing. Where we're really at this point. The thing is, some of these I can't actually. I realized I can't actually get, because Spear Brothers. Some of these I can get. I can recruit like a barbarian army, but like the longbow hunters and stuff like that, I cannot get those. I think we're actually changing this one out. But if we look at what we can recruit here in terms of barbarian force, we cannot actually get those. We can get some of these that is required by the quest, but not the longbow hunter. And I think if we take a look at how we can build this one up, even this the highest level, I cannot actually get the longbow hunters, and it doesn't. And it's apparently not working with having the ones that the one units, the mercenary ones, these guys, which are technically longbow hunter. Also, I really like the fact that all their stupid bloody druids and crap are leaving my provinces. So the increase of Romanization of this province should really go up. Yeah, it's up to 2.7. I think it slows down due to just like it gets harder for the last few percent. But yeah, I'm gonna reorganize a little bit, and then we're gonna see if we can march every single bloody legion up through here and smash these bastards which have been looting and pillaging for way too long. Right, so we're back and we have a not so good scenario ahead of us. As we look at the map, we can see that the armies that was here has moved away, and moved away in force. They have taken 3 provinces of me. They've taken Narbo, they've taken the Lead, and they've taken this place, Viso. So they've moved all their armies around, shuffled them around, which means we won't be able to take them on in one big battle. As per this, I have forced marched every legion that we had up here down to face this, and I've also, as a precaution, raised yet another legion, namely the 6th, the Ferrata. And with that, we're gonna see about trying to take back the territory. And do we have anyone that reach Narbo? No, we don't, which means they're gonna tear down every single building in there. Wait, Anthony is the one that's... Nah. Maybe if I take this, that will open up a road for us to continue. So this is a 30... Oh, this is Anthony. I thought that was Anthony. I seem to be confused which legion actually contains Anthony. So go ahead and take this back. Anthony's gonna crush the enemy here. What I saw was that they were currently all gathering at Viso. That was the last place to take. It looked so anyways. It looked like they all kind of settled inside of Viso, which was kind of strange. So we definitely... Oh, they managed to They managed to they held it for like one turn and they started rebuilding, or they started building other shit. Bastards. This is, I mean, it's a little bit annoying when you can't even protect places like that and you have to rebuild everything. And so we're gonna have 3 or 2, 3 here, 3 here. I wonder if I should keep this guy here, just because I'm worried that these guys that currently are right here, that they're gonna cross the border and trying to take this and cause a lot of problems. The 6th is right now recruiting Magnus Ballista. There's a possibility they will go from Massalia. So there's a lot of concern, and I've finally been able to build this dry dock. So I'm building a fleet, which is nice. But now we kind of left this region completely alone. So there's a lot of like weak territories everywhere. I'm gonna end turn and we're gonna see if we can't draw into battle with the Nervi, and we're gonna have to go toe to toe with those bastards. Right, we're back after end turn. They didn't attack us, but I am now laying siege to Narbo, and then I'm a bit concerned of where to go next, because I don't want to move this force without knowing where the enemy is. I see 2 forces up here, and then we have a small force here, and then we have 1 stationed here, their king. And I'm worried that the king might try to come through this pass rather than go at the town. They seem to be going for those quick victories rather than actually taking something. So I think what we'll do is, if I take that, then I'll probably be swarmed from either side, so we will probably try to go this way and then move with all the legions up through here and send them off, and possibly leaving a few to be ready to guard these areas. So I think we'll set up here. So with Caesar and the 7th and the 13th and the Mark Anthony, so they 3 will be here. The 9th will stay in Nemos or Nemsos. Nemossos. We'll fight this battle, and then the 6th will stay here for now, but then they might move out and make camp here to protect that area. The navy is building up, so if the Averni try anything, they've started to build a little bit of a force here. I think most of their forces is actually concentrated to navy, and as they were losing troops they kept building navy or something. They have a little bit of a force here, but that's about it. I'm worried about these 2 because they will move into open ground, and as we saw, they just bypassed everything to go for Narbo and this, so they really just bypassed the big towns. They don't lay siege to them. With that said, and not dragging out this episode too long, let's go ahead and retake Narbo, which is going to be quite the difficult task. But nothing is too difficult for Roman arms. I have been defending this town for so many times that it feels really odd attacking it. But attacking it, we have to. So let's gather in front of the ballistas. This army doesn't really have a lot of cavalry. The enemy is gonna sally forth with a few units, but it looks like most of them are gonna stay in town. And here the bastards come. Heavy melee cavalry. And then not actually gonna charge. They just rode in front of us. Throw a few pila in their backs as they ride away.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Oh, they were looking for, I don't know, a weak spot? Okay, don't fire that close. Ooh, the archers are cutting these guys down. They of course have no shields. But don't fire on the ones close, because then you'll shoot our own legionnaires.
Brave Romans to a man.
We cut down that unit pretty nicely.
Fire at anyone.
See if you can shoot down these guys. Didn't go too well.
Ready.
Okay, they're coming out full force here. Gonna need the second legion to march here as soon as possible.
Legionary.
Damn, those swordmen!
Ready yourselves. Romans, ready for duty.
And also realize this house is kinda in the way. Oh, stupid archers. They're marching straight into what could possibly become a wedge. I'm surprised that this is all they bring. We burned the orchard, completely blowing it up.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We have the enemy general. Interestingly, the reinforcing army didn't have that much cavalry either. Not that I needed a lot of cavalry. Okay, the two enemy units here were destroyed. Oh, is it all of those? Just that heavy kind of melee troop? I'm gonna be a bit of a bastard and shoot for the general. Is the army... Yeah, the army seems to be mostly comprised of these sword champions. Almost entirely, actually. We're gonna tell everyone to throw the pila. It seems as though when they haven't thrown it, as you saw, they kind of just stood there with their... oh shit. Let's not have you run it. Ooh, one of our units. Damn, we're losing so many men. Now I can kinda understand why it was set to be so difficult. Aim for the enemy general. Ah, they're crushing it. They're absolutely destroying my men. Hold your fire, but quickly get rid of those. At this point, the entirety of the 11th Legion is getting cut to shreds. Second cavalry unit. Oh, this is the legate. I'll get the cavalry unit over there, or the archer unit.
Proud
Okay, you'll
One of our
have to
units
go
has used all its ammunition.
and join the front. And then you
Our
will
general
come
is
in from
under attack.
the flank. Throw at will. Same with you, and then you will charge you in. The legate is under fire as he approaches. Losing quite a few men. Then charging in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I'm kinda saved a little bit by the... I guess the archers. We're gonna slow down to watch the fight here. Damn, they're just cutting... They're just shredding us with those two-handed swords. Like that. When I looked at them, I thought, they're not... Their stats are not that good because they have so low defense that I thought they'd just be cut to shreds by my men, and I have enough, like, what's it called? I have enough armor to stand against them. Clearly that was not the case. Okay, the giant ballista kinda need to hold fire at this point. Okay, so the 12th is moving into aid. And they're gonna throw their pila above this and into this mess. So it's kind of what should we call it? Like a glass cannon army. Because it's like it can deal massive amounts of damage. Imagine if they were ambushing us. If this was set up as an ambush army, that would be so devastating. Being able to come at my legions from both sides. Okay, as the men throw the pila, I'll order these three, which are
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
more or less cut to pieces, and this one as well, to retreat behind the cover of that. These guys throwing their pila in the back of the enemy, shredding the bastards. Let's go back to normal speed. And then we add on the extra of arrows flying in. So there's a few units still fighting. Among others the general. The legate is chasing these guys down. He needs to go... Oh, that's a sword unit. Nice. Let's see, there's no... Ooh, this one needs to get out.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Brave Romans to a man. Legionaries. Ready and waiting.
Just get in there.
Yours to command.
And then the archers, all of them need to
One
stop
of our
fire.
units has used all its ammunition.
Let's see, the archers must have gone a load of kills. Yeah, about 400 each. They got massive amounts of kills throughout this battle.
Commander. Break at speed.
But damn, those absolute massacre on both sides. We massacred them, and they massacred us. There's one unit still fighting, and now that one's gone as well. Oh, that one is still there.
Giant ballista.
I think that will be enough to send them home. And there we are victorious. But damn, the casualty rate for the 11th... Oh, there's
One
one.
of our units has used all its
Must be quite staggering. Are the archers within range? No, they're not. Right, just give up already. Give me back my town! These massive explosive pots. I kind of want them to hold until the archers, at least the archers, open fire. Because that is going to destroy them, just like that shot right there. And there we have the end of it. And not only that, I got an achievement. Wipe them out. All of them. Which means that I probably killed something very much. And there we have it. Narbo is back in Roman hands. 2 cohorts of the 11th were destroyed. The wait. Did the somehow the 12th managed to come out of that unscathed, not losing a single man? How does that work? While these guys were utterly devastating, losing 1,600 men. Jesus. Right. Let's take back the town.
That's your command.
And Pullo gets a rank. I'm gonna end it here because I fear once again I kind of run over time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.